Hello, welcome. Today we will talk about speaking English. We will talk about the speaking gym. A gym is a place to train your body. The speaking gym is a way to train your mouth. You can find your voice. This will help you speak English better.
Let's think about this question. Do you know many English words? Maybe you study a lot. You know the words. You understand the words. But can you speak? Maybe speaking is very difficult. The words do not come out of your mouth. The words are stuck inside. This is a problem for many learners. Many people feel this way. Today, we will learn why this happens, and we will learn how to fix it.
Now, let's talk about the knowledge trap. Knowledge means things you know. A trap is something that stops you. The knowledge trap is a bad idea. It is an idea that stops you from speaking. You think, I need to know more words. You think, I need to know more grammar. But knowing more is not helping you speak. Let's understand why.
Many people have a belief. A belief is an idea you think is true. The belief is that speaking is a test, a mental test, a test for your brain. You think you must find the perfect answer, the correct answer. This belief is a trap. It makes you feel pressure. It makes you afraid. And so, you are silent. You do not speak. You feel stuck. You cannot move forward. This idea is the problem. We need a new idea.
Here is the new idea. This is a big revelation. A revelation is a new and surprising idea. So, here it is. Speaking is not a mental test. Speaking is a sport. Yes, a sport, like soccer or basketball. We need to think of speaking like a sport we play, not like a book we read. This is a very important change in thinking.
Let's look at this quote. It says, speaking is a motor skill. What does motor skill mean? It means you use your body. It is an action. It is physical. Physical means it uses your body. Speaking is not an intellectual skill. Intellectual means it is only in your brain. Speaking is an action, a physical action, just like running or swimming or dancing. You must practice the physical movement. Your mouth must practice speaking.
How physical is speaking? Look at this number, 100. When you speak, you use more than 100 muscles. More than 100. You use muscles in your lips, you use muscles in your tongue, you use muscles in your jaw is this part of your face, you use muscles in your chest. All these muscles work together. It is a very complex motor skill. It is a lot of work for your body.
Let's use an example to understand. Think about playing the piano. First, you can know music theory. Music theory is knowing the rules of music. This is a mental skill. It is in your brain. But can you play the piano? No. To play the piano, you must use your hands. You must practice. This is a motor skill. It is physical. Knowing the rules is not the same as playing the game. Knowing English grammar is like knowing music theory. Speaking English is like playing the piano. You cannot learn to speak by only reading about it. You must do it. You must practice the action.
So, how much practice do we need? This number is very big, 5,000. To learn a new sound, a new pattern, your mouth needs to make it many times. It can take 5,000 repetitions. Repetitions means doing something again and again, 5,000 times. This is how a sound becomes automatic. Automatic means you do it without thinking. It is easy. So this is not about being smart. It is about being consistent. Consistent means you practice every day. You do the work. You do the reps. Okay, so we know speaking is a sport. How do we train for this sport? We need a workout plan, a plan to exercise. But this is a workout plan for your mouth. Let's look at two exercises, two very good exercises for your mouth you can start today.
The first exercise is called shadowing. Shadowing, like your shadow follows you. Here is how you do it. It is simple. Step 1. Listen to a short audio, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Just listen. Step 2. Listen to the audio again, but this time, you speak at the same time. You repeat with the speaker. Step 3. Do it again. This time, think about sounds that are difficult for you. Try to make those sounds. Step 4. Try to say the words from memory, without the audio. This exercise trains your mouth and your ears to work together. It is very good practice.
Our second exercise is called self-talk. Self-talk. That means talking to yourself. It is simple. You just say what you are doing. For example, I am walking. I see a tree. I am making coffee. You speak out loud.
This exercise is very powerful. Why? Because you have zero fear. No one is listening. You cannot make a mistake. You have unlimited practice time, anytime, anywhere. And you learn the words for your life, the words you really need.
We have a workout plan. That is good. But there is another big problem. The problem is fear. When you need to speak to another person, you feel afraid. This feeling is like stage fright. So let's talk about this fear and let's learn how to make it smaller.
First, it is important to know this. You are not alone. If you feel fear, many other people feel it too. Look at this number, 33%. Up to 1/3 of language learners feel this fear, this speaking anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of worry or fear. It is normal. It is part of learning. It does not mean you are weak. It means you are normal.
So why do we feel this fear? It is a biological reaction. That means it happens in your body automatically. Inside your brain, there is an alarm system. When your brain thinks there is danger, like making a mistake, the alarm goes off. This alarm can stop your language skills. It hijacks them. It takes control. Your brain thinks speaking is dangerous, like seeing a tiger. So it is a real feeling in your body, not just in your head.
So how do we fight this fear? Here are 3 ways. First, start with low-stakes practice. Low stakes means there's no pressure, like self-talk. Practice where you feel safe. This teaches your brain there is no danger. Second, change how you think about mistakes. A mistake is not a failure. A mistake is not bad. A mistake is useful data. It is information. It shows you what you need to practice more. Third, change your goal. Do not try to be perfect. Perfection is impossible. Instead, focus on connection. Focus on communicating with the other person.
This last idea is very important. We need to change our goal. Let's stop trying to be perfect. Let's start trying to build fluency. This is your new goal. Let's see what fluency means.
Let's look at 2 words, fluency and accuracy. Accuracy means being correct, no mistakes. The focus is on rules and grammar. Fluency means the speaking has flow. It is smooth. The goal is communication. The goal is to be understood. For learners, it is very important to start with fluency. You must focus on communication first. If you speak with some mistakes, that is okay. You are still communicating. You are practicing. Your accuracy, your correctness, will get better later. It develops over time, with more practice. So start with fluency.
This is your new mantra. A mantra is a phrase you repeat to yourself. Say this to yourself every day. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be understood. If the other person understands you, you win. You have succeeded. It is okay to have an accent. It is okay to make a grammar mistake. The most important thing is communication.
Now let's see how everything comes together. The physical practice, managing your fear, and focusing on fluency. When you do these things, something powerful happens. It is called the confidence spiral. Confidence is the feeling that you can do something. A spiral is a shape that goes up and up.
This is how you make progress. It is a positive feedback loop, a good cycle. It starts when you speak a little bit. When you speak more, your skills get a little better. When your skills get better, you feel more confidence. When you have more confidence, you are more willing to speak again. You want to speak more. And then the cycle repeats. More speaking leads to better skills. Better skills lead to more confidence. It goes up and up and up. The important thing is to start the spiral. Take the first small step.
So, we are back at the speaking gym. Now you understand. You know that speaking is a physical skill. You have a workout plan. You have exercises. There is only one question left. What is the first rep, the first repetition you will do today? Will you try shadowing for 1 minute? Will you talk to yourself while you make dinner? Your journey begins with one small action. Start today, start now. You can do it.